This is not a game. This is not a game.
Hello and welcome to a special bonus episode of Dungeon Master of None. I'm Dungeon Master Matt.
I'm Dungeon Master Rob.
And we have some special guests here today because this is no game. It's the tagline of New Line Cinema's 2000 release of Dungeons & Dragons, the movie, the darkest part of the D&D hobby. Hi, guests. Welcome.
Hello. Welcome, everyone. I was thinking, Matt and friends, when I was preparing for this, that this movie came out not only at the lowest point of sort of D&D's popularity, but also the lowest point of fantasy movies in general, like right before Lord of the Rings reinvigorated the genre entirely. Truly an awful decision for everybody involved. Just terrible.
This is like one of those sci-fi things where there's a bunch of alternate universes, and the path this movie took is just like they went on the worst possible decision in every single chance that could create a new timeline, and this is what we got.
Truly the worst of all possible fantasy worlds.
Okay, before we get any further, let's introduce our guests. Hello, Sam.
Hello.
Sam, how did you get roped into this?
I've known Rob for quite some time, probably 12 years, and I was recruited into D&D only recently, but I love it, and I've been making films and television shows since I was in high school. And
yeah, Sam is an old friend and plays in one of my games and has played in a couple for years now, and has actual useful things to say about movies and television. So I was excited to have him come and give his keen opinions on this.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming, Sam. And speaking of people with bona fides, bona fides, Katie. Hi, welcome, Katie.
Hello.
Katie is also a person with expertise. Katie is, I don't know if I can reveal this on the podcast, but a professor of film and communications.
Yes, that's correct.
And a member of one of my longtime D&D games.
Yes.
She's nodding.
Yes, I am.
This is an audio form.
Well, it's like film, but there's no video. And we also have Adam, who's just a general joker and has no real qualifications or.
I'm married to Katie, so I guess that's partial qualifications.
As good a reason
All right,
as
and
any.
we got spots. We got lots of people to try and keep you entertained. The first thing I want to say about this film before we launch into it, and this podcast will be a sort of watch along. So if you're listening at home, we're going to give you a countdown in case you want to watch the movie with us. If you don't, you can just, I guess, listen to our musings and not watch the movie for a very strange experience that might also be pleasurable. But the first thing I want to say about this movie is I was introduced to this movie when I saw it in Blockbuster in, I think, the year, the end of 2001 or the beginning of 2002. And I was running a D&D game with Rob, and we had a long weekend session, and we had played for 10 hours. And I was like, you know what? If I run out of time, I'm going to make my players watch this film. And they didn't seem to like the idea, so in my actual game, I told them that if they didn't get back on the main quest, the great god Saint Cuthbert would curse them into watching this vision of an alternate D&D universe. Please, Dungeon Masters, never do this to your players. And so in the game, they failed to heed Saint Cuthbert's warning, and I made my actual players watch this movie, and they all hated it.
We all hated it. We all suffered together. Matt punished us in real life for in-game actions. Don't do this, but it does make a funny story in retrospect.
Okay. Anyone else have any general comments about this film or your relationship to it?
I had a blast reading some of the reviews, which maybe we can get to at the end to not spoil the upcoming fun. But if you want maybe more enjoyment than watching the movie, is go and find some reviews. They are fantastic.
Yeah, the more you read about the trivia and reception of this film, the wilder it gets. Yeah. And we'll probably have time to talk about that during the film because there's some gaps in, all sorts of things.
Okay, well, without any further ado then, I'm going to count all of us down here. We're watching the version on Amazon, and at the end of, I'll do a 3, 2, 1, we'll all press play. If you're watching, or if you want to watch it with us, load that up and press play along with us so that our audio will sync up with the movie. Okay, everyone ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. And here comes a bunch of film strips,
The
and you
classic.
should be seeing right now New Line Cinema.
The OG.
The same company that at the same time was filming the Lord of the Rings movies.
You can tell this is good because there's a voiceover at the beginning. That's how you know you're in for a real, heavily world builded. A lot of effort went into this.
The commoners are little more than slaves. However, Dave Arneson, creator of Dungeons & Dragons, point out there is no slavery in Izmir, as many people wrote and asked him.
Is Izmir a real place in Dungeons & Dragons?
The answer to that is complicated. Maybe it might be part of Mystera, which is a far future version of Dave Arneson's Blackmore.
I got more to say about that, but the soundtrack, I gotta say, for this doesn't suck. It's not the worst I've ever heard. You got some soaring. Here's our first garbage CGI.
What's your opinion on this CGI?
It's some The Rock in the Mummy 2 ass CGI. It is garbage. It does not hold up. It is
everything is just really smooth.
Yeah, it's awful.
I didn't realize we were starting. I thought
Why
it
is that
was
skull
like
there?
just another credit sequence. That's what it looked like to me.
We're in it now.
We're starting this movie with no plot whatsoever.
Why are there skulls all over this place?
This Profian needs to clean up his goddamn
Just got
skulls.
Skulls lying around.
There's our boy. There's Jeremy.
Yes, Jeremy Irons. Oh, just chewing the fucking scenery. Just
His haircut, though, looks just very early aughts. Everything
is.
else, fantasy, just a normal haircut.
I
He's
had
like,
this
I'm
written
not
down as
changing my
well.
hair for this.
Yeah, I had this written down as well. So many people do not put any effort into looking like someone in a fantasy setting.
oh no, yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
This is clearly like what his hair was like, like day to day, and they were like, "That's good enough." It just seems unsanitary. There's this like green liquid, like he has to like walk through this puddle. I don't know. I would not enjoy working in this workshop.
Throughout this shot, Jeremy Irons is just like, I'm going to look like I'm about to come for 10 minutes.
I also had that written down and then deleted it because I didn't think anyone wanted to talk about Jeremy Irons' O-face, but here we are.
Definitely, yeah. You were right to write it down.
Is there any historical D&D significance in blue lips, or is that entirely
I don't know what the
cosmetic?
fuck the blue lips are about.
Never explained. Never explained these blue lips. By the way, a note from the novelization: these slaves turning the little cranks to open the gate are made by Profion using humans, and they have half a brain.
This is a distraction for the entire movie. I have a friend whose last name is Damodar, and it's just I just can't. It's just like not a very like terrifying name for me. This dragon is so. I just.
It's tough given that Jurassic Park came out, I think, 3 or 4 years before this.
Yeah.
That we look at terrifying beasts and we just think,
Well, and the cave troll in Lord of the Rings is also like not great CGI, but it holds up much better. Somebody was like, let's blow a shit ton of money on very average CGI.
Budget of the film was $45 million, and I love that we've had this debate before. Should dragons be bats and their 4 legs wings, or should they be cats and have separate wings? I love how they found an unhappy medium.
They split the difference, and
it's terrible.
It's awful.
That dragon's really swole, too.
It's a super jacked dragon, yeah.
Look at those shoulders. Uh-oh, your magic crystal short-circuited. It's the problem.
This right here is about the coolest thing that anybody does with magic in the entire movie. It's the rest of it's just
very Return of the Jedi.
Yeah,
they rancored our boy.
They did, and this I don't get at all. The emphasis on the CGI blood, which sure you got to CGI the dragon, but can't you just I don't know. It just looks so bad, and they spend so much time look, we're right up on the fucking awful CGI blood.
Notice that everything's pouring in perfect little waterfalls from 1 or 2 points of the blood.
Of course.
Courtney Solomon, our director and producer, is like, just give me lots of shots of that blood.
Yeah.
And now we have Cleveland.
That's.
It's
I
the
Cuyahoga
River of
Cleveland,
Sumdal. Here's our fucking heroes.
Our heroes. So I told Matt and Sam this already, but I thought this was Jerry O'Connell for my entire life. But it's
Justin Whalen.
He's very Jerry O'Connell hair.
But my whole life I had it in my head that this was O'Connell, but it's not. The only people of any consequence in this movie are Jeremy Irons and Marlon Wayans.
Justin Whalen is an actor that you look at him and you're like, yes, you should be a supporting character who gets into trouble. Which is why he's a great Jimmy Olsen in Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman.
Oh, that's right. He's Jimmy Olsen.
It's almost as if they took every young actor that had kind of been in something you've seen and CGI all of their faces together. You know, that AI predictive face algorithm. That's what this guy is. He's got a
Justin
little
Whalen
Jerry
definitely
O'Connell.
has a deep fake look about him.
He's got a little Christian Slater. He's got a little Anthony Taylor Thomas or something. It's a little overlap of all of them, but not good as any of them.
I've got questions about. So we're seeing the Council of Mages, the High Council. I've got questions about the ruling dynamics of Izmir, but I don't know.
According to Dave Arneson, it's a power-sharing arrangement between an emperor or empress and the Council of Mages, which doesn't make too much sense, but they got this sweet Habsburg, palace to shoot it in.
Yeah, is this just a theater somewhere in the Czech Republic?
It must be, right?
I think so.
I'd love to hear from Katie about some films that came out around this time that had similar budgets, because I think it's pretty funny. We think about it in context to other films, and it's this could have been so much better.
Yeah, I've not seen this before, so I'm just trying to take it all in.
Well,
we're sorry.
I did a little research on films that came out its opening weekend. The number one film, this released number 5 at the box office opening weekend. Number 1 film was How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Did this come? Was this a Christmas movie?
Yeah, this is a December release. Vertical Limit, Proof of Life, and Unbreakable.
Oh, fuck. I remember Vertical Limit.
I have Proof of Life on DVD.
Yeah,
I got
all
it for
better movies
$4.
than this one.
I mean, those are
absolutely.
actually all pretty decent movies. That's a pretty solid December lineup.
So the mages are Catholic, I'm guessing.
Clearly.
I think it's a weird choice that this came out during the kind of holiday season. Like, I feel like if this had come out in like February, March, that kind of dead period, it would have done really well, maybe.
Yeah, no,
But it also would have had to be good.
Not really, because I think people during that time just go to a movie just to see a movie.
Right.
Whereas there, it's competing with everything else.
I wonder if they thought this was better than it was, or if when we were reading about this, it seems like a lot of the people involved were deliberately trying to sabotage it because they all hated each other. So maybe that was the plan, just to see it fail on purpose.
I think someone told Thora Birch, just like, whenever you say your lines, just show no emotion.
This was the best, like, Dungeons and Dragons thing was the inclusion of Profion's imp. Like, that was like, sweet, he's a wizard, he's got an imp. He's got an imp familiar. Everything else seems just grab bag of random tropes.
These fucking bones are sweet. I think this is like a church in Prague built after the Black Death. With actual skulls.
I did read that these are actual skulls. This is some catacomb. That was the trivia.
Is this the Sedlec ossuary?
Yeah, I
that is
think
made
so.
out of bones?
Yeah.
Oh man, these sweeping CGI shots just like make me ill.
Ugh.
It looks like Stormwind.
They did not have to do any of these things. They're just so much CGI. Why don't we, Rob God? Snails? Why is his name Snails?
This is the most frustrating scene because he's like, jump, but he's on a rope. He can just slide down the fucking rope. It's so fucking infuriating.
My question is, are these two characters supposed to be stand-ins for not the audience, but like players in a D&D game? Is that what this is supposed to simulate?
I mean, you would think so, but no, they're heroes, we can talk about.
Well, according to Dave Arneson, Ridley is a level 1 fighter, level 2 rogue, and Snails is a level 3 rogue.
Oh, I was actually going to theorize that Ridley is a fighter multi-class based on his not awful skill at arms, but I mean, I think the idea was maybe to sort of like simulate a D&D party, but almost like 1,000 other movies and shows have done that better. They do just such a bad job with this.
Here's our third hero, Velour Librarian Wizard.
Our wizard.
I think the big mistake that the DM made with this session is they gave Snails no hero points, and they gave him a D12 and expected him to roll like a D20.
Spoilers.
And I challenge you to find any natural 20s on the part of the heroic party that we have, because as we said, everyone wants to be the hero.
Ridley definitely has some hot dice in this movie. Everybody else, not so much.
So I like Zoe McClellan, who's our wizard here. She is in one of my favorite episodes of Star Trek Voyager.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she plays a Bajoran, like, enlisted crew person. And she's in a couple episodes where they go, like, below decks and focus on people who are not the command crew. And she's, like, kind of a anxiety-ridden crewman who is, unlike every other character in Star Trek, not a super genius. And she's got a really good character, and Captain Janeway helps her out.
I'll have to check that one out.
Her character name is Marina Pretensa.
This is what happens when you let your players just make up any fucking name for their characters.
Spoilers, but the dwarf that shows up later is Elwood Gutworthy, which is another extremely D&D ass name.
Can we also address Marlon Wayans' hat?
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
I'm not sure what the purpose. It looks like kind of a.
It's like a lumberjack hat, but with no top.
Yeah, but also it doesn't look like where they live is very cold. It's supposed to protect his ears. I'm not clear.
Makes him look like something from like the Little Rascals or something. I don't know. I mean, they do make jokes like players would come up with when being caught. Oh, we're the cleaning crew.
So, we established early on that ordinary citizens in Izmir are little more than slaves, but, these guys seem to have a fair amount of personal liberty. They carry weapons. Like, I don't know. I'm not... I would have liked a few more establishing shots of the misery of the people of Izmir. I'm just not convinced of the stratification of society that we've been sold.
Well, they can't use magic items, according to Dave Arneson, and our wizard Marianne here is using a capture bracelet, a once-a-day magic item.
I mean, the mages are very condescending to ordinary people, but it's not the same as...
I like how we can see the little, nose pads on her glasses made of, plastic.
Oh, yeah. Those are very early aughts glasses, too.
What?
So this is a thing that really bugs me. You have to use sand to cast magic spells?
Apparently. What spell do we think that was? Think that was a lightning bolt? I think that was a lightning bolt.
Chain lightning.
Lightning bolt, dimension door.
Yeah.
Hey, are you enjoying Marlon Wayne's screaming? He's going to do it for another 2 hours.
It never stops.
All right, everyone, just jump onto this garbage pile for no reason.
I hate the screaming.
For a rogue, it seems like he's put very little stat in stealth.
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure what he's good at.
Is he like a dex flaw rogue?
This is my favorite part of the whole movie. There's a dwarf in the garbage for some reason. No reason.
He lives there. He's got a sign that says, it's his little house.
He lives next to the dwarves not allowed sign, though, which is very strange.
God damn it. Everything in the late 90s, early aughts was so edgy. He's got a claw gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's a throwback to another New Line Cinema movie franchise, TMNT.
All right, I have to jump in right here. And with the DVD extras, at this point in the film, they released a accompanying adventure module called The Sewers of Sumdal, where the heroes, after we just saw them jump into the sewers, have to crawl through some sewers, and then they end up at this tavern where the next scene happens. It's a terrible adventure, but it's made so that you can play it with just D6s for people who don't have D20s and are, just so inspired by this movie to try and play Dungeons and Dragons.
So did this guy just join the party now?
Yeah, this is
guy?
the thing that bothers me the most is the dwarf's just in the party, and he has no characterization. He has almost no lines. He's treated like
his characterization is dwarf.
Yeah, they treat him as the butt of the joke. Listen, it's racist, and I don't care for it.
Well, it does say jokes right above his head right now.
It does.
What the fuck?
FR jokes. This is just grab bag of random ass. Somebody just raided a production company's costume department and was like, "Here, I don't know, you're vaguely Venetian.
After Jeremy Irons, it is a question of where the money went.
To
And I'd
The
like to put this-
CGI team had 35 members, so
I'd like to put this into perspective. That's almost double the budget of Pitch Black, which came out the same year.
Are you kidding me?
Nope,
Oh, this is
$23 million.
This is depressing.
hey, there's some guys cleaning a skull back there, so maybe he is taking care of the skulls.
The skulls are apparently an important part of Profion's whole shtick.
Clean the skull and then place it randomly somewhere.
Here's your $35 million shot right here.
He's got a Neo inside him, like Agent Smith.
So he inflicts him with a whatever those mind flayer spawns are called.
No, it's not that. In one of the later modules, which we'll get to, it's just called the thing in Damodar's head.
Ugh.
Deliver me the rod.
Jeremy Irons is loving every second of this. Just leaning into his shtick.
He's
Michael-
the only one having fun.
He
Michael
is
O'Sullivan's review in the Washington Post said that Jeremy Irons' mouth is so full of scenery, he makes Gilbert Gottfried look like Sir Laurence Olivier.
I can imagine someone saying this scene's like, this is going to be our Star Wars
Oh
cantina
yeah, somebody
scene.
was like, "Hey, this is our cantina scene," and it is, but not in the way that, not in a good way. Oh, this is our one halfling in the entire movie.
Yeah. Though, according to Dave Arneson, they are 6% of Sumdal's population. I'm going to take that back. It seems like Lee Arenbury, who's playing our dwarf here, is having fun.
That's true. He is having a good time. I thought those were gloves on my first watch through, but I think that's just dirty hands. That's amazing. Who indeed cares about the Empire?
Sick burn. Does he not understand what the honor among thieves means? It's no honor among thieves. Is that supposed to be funny? I don't know.
Did they ditch her glasses and haircut because she's supposed to be in hiding, or because they were like, we need to make her more hot, and they just like skipped the scene where
They sheezed all that.
the she's all that scene. They're like, why do they deprive us of the classic 90s moment?
God, I would much rather be watching a She's All That about wizards than this fucking movie.
That'd be much better. I do like that Ridley's father has a classic working class profession. He was a joiner, created carriages and locks and things.
But a magic locksmith.
Audiences will be blown away at the mystical escapades of getting sucked into a fucking map, like Luigi pulling a ghost with a vacuum cleaner.
When did the movie with Macaulay Culkin, the other dungeon master?
My Girl?
One? Not My Girl. What's it
The
called?
the Riddle Master? No,
It's like the Wizard or something.
the Page Master.
The Page
Page
Master.
Master. Don't they get sucked into a book in Page Master too? That was 90s, right? Though that was before
Yeah.
this.
94.
94. We should watch that.
We can't. We are forever watching this movie.
We have always been watching Dungeons and Dragons, the movie.
This is some bad armor on these henchmen. It's like, let's protect not their rib cage, but their like abs.
Adam and Katie, are you regretting agreeing to this yet?
Not at all.
I am. So there
You're
are
right.
other adaptations of this film, or of Dungeons and Dragons.
No, this is the
Loosely.
only Dungeons and Dragons movie. This is the only one that there are
Released in theaters.
There are 2 straight to DVD. Are they sequels?
Yes.
Or are they...
one is because it has a character that ties into both movies, is what I've read.
Oh my god. This line about dwarves and
Yeah,
it's so fucking embarrassing.
Dwarf, something you can hang on to.
This movie like delayed the resurgence of Dungeons and Dragons by a decade.
Absolutely.
For sure.
So to answer your question, Katie, this movie took 12 years to make and did such a bad job that there are no other D&D movies.
Until next year, which we can talk about perhaps
In theory.
in the
I'll believe
future.
Look at all
when
that
I see
garlic. That's what I'm most interested in this scene.
Sometimes you need some garlic in your beer at Dirty Thieves Tavern.
I like how when he said bartender, he got service right away. Does that ever happen to you guys? I never. I waiting for forever. Marlon Wayans clearly has some sort of special intuition.
Imagine being Marlon Wayans and going from filming Requiem for a Dream to this.
Did he do Requiem for a Dream before this? I thought
I think
it was
so.
after.
Oh, maybe it was after this.
This must have been after. Or either way, it is worth commenting on.
Is it necessary to have claw gloves and hand spikes and a sword? That seems excessive.
Seems. Here's the other thing: is that every like weapon and prop just looks like trash. It just looks like it's made of plastic. I mean, you know, I know how it is, but like so little effort was put into any of the.
But there's that taxidermied skunk on the wall.
Oh, Damodar was Charles Rain in Passenger 57, the Wesley Snipes classic. If anyone remembers that. He's the bad guy.
I've
great in
forgotten
that.
this entire time these two have been in the map,
Oh,
having
yeah.
a meet
I
cute.
completely forgot the other people.
They're also not at all perturbed by beginning their map adventure in a tavern and then all of a sudden being in the woods, like right afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
Did I miss the part where she lost her glasses?
Yes.
Oh,
We discussed that. She had a
Oh.
she's all that moment.
sorry.
And,
I started. Like,
and she went from
looking at
sexy
other
librarian
things.
to sexy fugitive.
Okay. I got distracted researching the cinematographer.
What did
Is
you
this-
discover?
Is this Doug Milson?
Yeah, I think you oversold the Full Metal Jacket and Kubrick connection because it seems like he.
No, I didn't oversell that. Courtney Solomon bragged about that.
Okay, because it seems like at most he was a focus puller, which is, you know, an art and craft in itself. But beyond that, it doesn't really seem like he did much.
He did shoot Kevin Costner's Robin Hood Prince of Thieves. So that would be a good...
That was before this, yeah.
That's not
Yes.
an awful.
It's not awful, but you could see why they might have him as like an option for shooting this film. Like, oh, you did that. Maybe we can get away with it.
Everybody is
He
so.
also shot the revisionist Ukrainian film Bitter Harvest above the Holodomor. in 2017.
Really?
Yes.
Real quick, everyone's so horny in this movie. I feel like they were trying to split the difference between an adventure movie and like a teen movie with like Marlon Wayans and all that, but did a very bad job.
They're trying to pull in that scary movie audience.
Yeah, but it's neither funny nor particularly interesting.
Apparently, there's a deleted scene with snails and who's our elf leader protagonist?
That's Nora, played by Kristen Wilson.
Apparently, the two of them had a scene where they're bantering in the moonlight. And I'm fine with that scene being cut because anything that you can cut out of this movie is probably...
So we've been talking about the props being so bad in this film. Our elf, which somehow she has disappeared, but her ridiculous breastplate was so poorly made and designed that it like gave her bruises.
Really?
Yeah.
Ugh. Astonishing.
Oh yeah, you mentioned there were a number of injuries on this film.
Oh, I'm saving those.
Oh, okay.
I'm saving those.
That's what I'm curious about.
Dwarves only care about gold in this world,
That's
according
right.
to
Gold
Dave Arneson.
and
They
eating.
actually collapsed two major cities, according to his lore, by tunneling under them and not building adequate supports.
This is the only line that I laughed at in the entire movie.
There's our conical tit breastplate.
There we go.
Yes, this city was destroyed by dwarf greed. That's why it's all weird looking.
What city is this? I was not paying attention.
This is, I don't think it's said, this is the thieves' city of Antius.
No, I do think they said that. I remember they mentioned it. It's where the ruby is.
It's definitely not an abandoned castle in the Moravian countryside.
Where was this filmed? It was filmed in
The Czech Republic.
Czech Republic. Okay. Of course it was.
It does seem like this would be a good premise for a television show, especially if you had it break the fourth wall a little bit and had it go between like people playing a game and this universe. It just seems it seems like obvious that that's what they would do, and so I don't understand why that's not a component of this.
You're assuming that somebody was trying to make a good movie, and that's your first mistake.
Yeah, that would make so much more sense because nothing in this movie connects to the actual intellectual property that they paid $15,000 for.
Bottom dollar.
However, I do like this purple guy.
What's he supposed to be, though?
Dave Arneson was going to make an actual race for this, but he never got like a... What the fuck? Sorry, he just stuck out his tongue for no reason.
Slurps.
3i was supposed to be a race in one of his source books, but like basically the guy who made the film, Courtney Solomon, never got back to Dave Arneson.
Guys, women be shopping. even
Mage women be shopping. Oh,
even
god
in
damn
the
it.
middle of an adventure.
Let me bust out my stereotypes bingo card. Yep, check that one off as well.
So there's all these extras in a lot of these scenes, and none of them spoke any English. They all only spoke Czech. So basically, they usually had people yelling in two languages in all of them.
The guy with the green face, it doesn't look like they did his makeup all the way down his neck. It looks like he just like
Look
has
at
skin
that
color
fake-ass
below.
cat. Oh wait,
God damn.
sorry, that's a stuffed cat. I thought that was supposed to be a real cat, but that was the taxidermied cat that he just nabbed.
I mean, it's... we haven't been paying too close attention, but it's very unclear why anyone is doing anything at this point.
No,
Like,
I mean, they
Are they
did
still
explain
in
it.
the map?
No, I don't. So this is not clear what the map does. I think it just takes them to somewhere else.
So they're not in the map.
They're getting the ruby. Oh fuck! Actually, I don't know. It's got something to do with finding the rod that controls red dragons.
Right. It's all about getting rods.
Well, that group of bullies is going to come back to haunt them later.
I feel like I would have been better prepared to talk about this movie if I had taken the time to, one, watch it before, and two, do any research. But now that I'm watching it, I have, like, no desire to watch this ever again, and I wouldn't have wanted to spend the time to watch this once before.
Yeah, I didn't want to make anyone watch this before you see it. I haven't seen it since high school, other than reading
That's
the
cool painting in the
novelization,
background.
Extremely
That like
cool.
velvet cheetah painting.
Well, Katie, I was under the impression that we were just going to discuss it, and so Matt has made me suffer as well. So,
I just feel like I'm not being a good film professor, because what I would tell my students to do is to watch the film once, then we're going to watch it again and really talk about it and get into it. And I have no interest.
the old okay, so this guy I love. He is the other person who appears to be acting at all and enjoying being in a film, even.
Jesus Christ.
And there's another check on the old bingo card.
Yeah, this is a guy who hosted like a game show on British TV for a number of years, where people had to navigate like a shitty escape room, like Escape from the Crystal Maze or something. It's always good when you have a MacGuffin like the rod of whatever, and then you have to get another MacGuffin to get that MacGuffin.
I mean, this is just as good as the plot of the last Harry Potter book. It's just one MacGuffin after another. It's perfectly good fantasy setup.
He just wants them to go to the House of the Undying.
I'm just dying at the extra who is sitting behind him eating one grape in like 4 bites.
Well, it's decadent. It's how you do it. You eat the grape slowly.
If I ever see someone I know eat a grape in more than 1 bite, I immediately label them a psychopath. So this maze, which is very dungeony for Dungeons and Dragons, is unclear. Did the Thieves Guild guy build this maze, or was it always there? Like it's a spectator dungeon?
Well, it clearly doesn't make any sense, but like, I assume we'll find. Well, you're getting ahead of yourself, Matt. We'll find out at the end. He says a thing that's relevant.
Okay. So this is actually the second module that was available for free on the Wizards website way back in the day. And it's they have a map of the maze. It is not a maze. It is a straight linear path.
Well,
okay, now, speaking of people getting hurt.
Then it's a labyrinth and not a maze.
Right. This scene where Justin Whalen jumps out of the way of the axe, I have a quote I have to read to everyone, if it's okay. This is an interview from Justin. Doug Milson, our DP, was saying to me, just please don't do anything stupid, please. We were doing the shot, I put my hand in the light, and I say now, and I'm going to wait just a second longer before I jump out of the way than I should. They released the axe, and it was coming faster than I thought. I didn't bend my knees, I jumped from the toes. If you look closely, you can see the axe brushing my clothing. We finished the shot, and they call cut. Doug looks at me and goes, "You are so stupid." And then from off the stage where the video is, you can hear Courtney, that's the director, going, "It's great, it's great, it's great. Justin, come on, you're gonna love it." And he comes running into set and goes, "Come on, come on, come on." We go over to the video hut, and Susan, our script supervisor, is crying. Courtney is like, "Don't cry, he's fine, he's fine." So, and he talks about how this thing was heavy enough to actually kill him.
You'd think they'd make those out of, like, styrofoam or something to not kill your main actor.
No, it's incredibly heavy.
Another reason why they're filming in the Czech Republic. There's a lot of, like, they can completely avoid a lot of these union regulations that would make these things not happen.
I love the idea of this, asshole guy who made this movie, Courtney, crying or, screaming, "This is great. Holy shit. Amazing." And just other people on the set crying because they almost killed another human being.
It is not a movie that he made, but it is the kind of movie that seems like Max Landis would have made. This is a very terrible,
If this
awful...
works, this is going to be my Star Wars.
If you guys want to come back and watch Bright with us and do one of that for this.
No orcs in this film so far. Very disappointed.
No, there are orcs. Those are they're just like in the background.
Well, we can't discuss orcs anymore. It's problematic.
This room of the dungeon was sponsored by Lynn's Crafters, and
I wasn't paying attention. You got to step on the red eyes or the yellow eyes?
This
The
does
red
look
ones.
like a lot of like the puzzle rooms in the latest God of War game. There's like a lot of swinging and fire, and you just have to like hit something.
so the only one in the cast who I think has ever played D&D is Lee Arnbury, our dwarf. He's played D&D a lot, and he compared scenes of the movie to Baldur's Gate 2 and Diablo 2.
Yeah, I can see that.
Pulls out he's got his thieves'
Guys,
tools.
these tools.
Very good. Ozymandias' voice, lateral thinking, years ahead of his time.
Yeah, he Gordian knotted the shit out of that puzzle.
Yeah, all of this does remind me of an escape room.
Yeah, I was about to say this looks like an escape room.
Same production values, same.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here's another one of our Spielberg ripoffs. You'll see another one a little bit later in the film, which I'll call out, in pretty much a shot-for-shot remake / homage, whatever you want to call it.
What's our hero going to say here? Nice.
Nice.
You can just order those little egg things on Goop. You don't have to go through the maze.
It's amazing he's got this giant kill chamber in which apparently many people have tried and all have died, and it's miraculously clean. And yet we have our main villain whose whole job is to, like, mess with the arcane, and he can't even clean up his lab? Come on.
It's just a difference in values.
Again, this is why it's so confusing. Okay, someone finish that guy's neck makeup. But, like, give me the egg, but it's in your own maze, which I thought you made.
He didn't make it. He clearly inherited it from somewhere and never could have made it through. He was just waiting for somebody to do it. He just set up shop above this maze with a ruby in it.
Ridley is flattered that he was called Pretty Boy. No one has called him that before. This is... The stats for these henchmen are level 1 fighters, according to Dave Arneson. And this guy, Damodar, is a level 7 fighter.
Oh my.
Yeah.
So, I got a question about that. Damodar is not a mage, but he works for the mage. The mages. Is mage, like, is it a social class or is it a...
It is both, according to Dave Arneson. Magery is only for the upper classes, and you have to be born into it in this world. No clerics, though.
No clerics.
I mean, too bad they couldn't just shoot him with a crossbow like they did those other guys. Is this your other Indiana Jones reference?
It sure is. Well, it's about to be.
Oh boy, I'm so excited. We get to see Ridley wrestling with a guy who looks like
Here it
the
is.
inconceivable guy.
He looks like Vizzini, yeah.
The funny thing is, they do have a giant diamond that they could have also done this with.
I love how he doesn't step on it. He just steps next to it.
It's okay. We don't have time to reshoot that one.
So, does she just like not know how to do magic? Like I'm unclear on why she only does magic sometimes.
Here's my theory, Rob. They were like, well, if she can do magic whenever, we can't explain the like you only get so many spells per day from D&D, so we just make this like you have to have dust, right? So that way,
I mean, she lost. I guess she lost her spell component pouch, so she can't.
I mean, she was just lying on a floor covered in dust.
The DM is an asshole DM that says you always have to have your spell component pouch. This is a line so good they put in the trailer.
That's it's that Wayans wit that we all know and love.
Have you thought what you would like to see in a D&D movie that's not this?
I mean, this is a total like tangent, but The Expanse is based off of a role-playing game experience that the authors played, and it's a pretty good show. So if they would just do something in that vein, but Dungeons and Dragons, I would enjoy that thoroughly, you know. But there's nothing in this that is salvageable.
Here's the thing about like D&D is there's like nothing in really any of the established lore worlds. Like they didn't set this in Greyhawk or Forgotten Realms or Eberron, but like I don't want to see a movie in those worlds because I don't know, they're not that good for movies. They're great for role-playing games.
Is she just wearing some like late 90s Gap khakis?
I think she is.
And a breastplate that gave her bruises. Damn it, Odar.
Isn't Profi in the law? Just not following a lot of this.
Oh, we're going to find out who she works for as soon as she pulls up her FaceTime.
Oh, hey, Thora Birch. We haven't seen her in like 45 minutes.
Do you think they were trying to call back to the Empress from the Neverending Story with this? Like,
Yes, absolutely. That's what I first thought when I saw it.
because, I mean, they did a terrible job. She does not evoke any feelings of, I don't know, any positive feelings whatsoever. But I think she's supposed to look like that.
I don't know too much about Thora Birch, but in my research for this film, when she was promoting the film at Comic-Con, the only question she got asked from a fan was, does she have a boyfriend? At which she sort of, shyly, as a 17-year-old person would say, no. At which point the fan went up on stage at Comic-Con and gave her a stuffed animal and asked her to be his boyfriend. No age was given on the fan, but I think we can all guess. I feel very bad for Thora Birch.
No, God, dear God.
Yeah, and I feel like at this point she'd already done a lot of good films, so
Like, this is a
To have
year
to
after
do
American
this.
Beauty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And before Ghost World. So, like, ugh.
But I mean, this I don't know if this was responsible for tanking her career, but it hasn't been a bad career, but it wasn't soaring to the heights that one could imagine. Did she have like an abusive manager or parents or something?
I feel like she did have like very weird stage parents. And she did quit acting for a while.
She took off, I think, a year of school to finish this film, and she went back to finish her senior year of high school afterwards, according to the Wizards website, which, as a teacher, I am appalled that someone would skip a year of schooling for this.
The thing is, I gotta imagine that when a lot of people signed up for this, they, of course, didn't know it was going to be a nightmarishly awful trash fire. Didn't Jeremy Irons say that he was hoping it'd be his Obi-Wan moment or something like that? He kept doing that. He also played the old wizard in Aragon, which I'm sure was a tremendous payout for him and another just nightmare of a movie.
We might have to watch Aragon.
Ugh, I don't think I can watch Aragon again. I'm sorry. I can't even hate watch it. It's so bad.
You should watch Reign of Fire. It's much better.
Reign of Fire, I will watch.
Speaking of CGI dragons.
Yeah.
Reign of Fire rules, though.
Yeah, it's great.
Reign of Fire is also a very dudes rock movie. I would love to watch Reign of Fire again.
Yeah, it's very mid-period Matthew McConaughey.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember who else is in that.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's Christian Bale and Matthew McConaughey having a long dragon-studded bromance. It's incredible.
So Damadir is played by Bruce Payne, who Dave Arneson in his website when he was and promoting the film said played Frankenfurter in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. As you all know, that's actually Tim Curry, but he played Frankenfurter in the stage Rocky Horror Picture Show for 1 year in 1983. Dave Arneson is an old and a confused man.
Oh my god.
I feel like you probably could have gotten Tim Curry for this.
This is like some existence.
Yeah, this is...
It's funny you mention that because that also came out in this year with a smaller budget.
And
And looks a lot better.
I hate this. I hate this.
I just I have to question. Somebody must have thought that it was a good idea, that the CGI was good, right? Otherwise, they would not have put so much of it in, and spent so much like there are moments when it could have just been practical effects.
Yeah, practical would have looked way better.
So Lee Arenberry has also been in Star Trek Voyager and in The Next Generation as a Ferengi. You probably know him best as one of the pirate goofballs from the Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Oh, he's with the pirate goofballs, yeah.
Dave Arneson asked him about his character, and he said, well, I'm just pure dwarf.
Oh.
Here's some tracking skill being used.
Touching the ground.
Though, of course, according to Dave Arneson, she is a level 7 fighter, not a ranger.
What?
Is everyone just a fighter in this?
Everyone's just a fucking fighter. The dwarf is a fighter. She's a fighter. Ridley's a fighter.
When I was trying to figure out everyone's class, I'm like, oh, is this a party? And I was like, oh, she's the ranger. There's a wizard. Why
So
is she not?
in
Why
the-
would Arneson's dumbass? I'm not listening to him. She's clearly a ranger.
Yeah, I don't think Arneson really caught on to new classes beyond the original ones he put together for first edition D&D. Yeah, but according to the supplementary modules, the party is Ridley, Snails, Marina, and Elwood. Nora's an NPC. And she's 234 years old.
She should still be a ranger.
Yeah.
This shouldn't be called Dungeons and Dragons: the movie. It should be Gauntlet the movie.
I mean,
Wizard needs food badly.
it could have been any. The thing is, like, it could have been any generic fantasy property. There's no reason why this had to be Dungeons and Dragons. Like, there's basically nothing aside from some like throwaways that we'll see in a bit that makes this D&D.
This is the third and final module of the supplementary releases.
Beholders. Just so that you
there's a
know
Beholder.
that it's Dungeons and Dragons. Let's throw
That
in
is
some.
the one piece of IP they have included in this.
That's
The
a 15.
floating things.
That is a $15,000 beholder right there. Not counting what it cost to to CGI it. That's how much they paid for the property.
Wow. That
Other
sucks.
yeah, that is the only thing besides the name Dungeons and Dragons. Oh my god. You're right. Also, it's just like a guard.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like they're like, where can we put in some beholders? I don't know. This scene doesn't have anything else going on. There are a few things I remember from our first like watch through all those years ago, Matt, and it's like the dwarf popping out of the garbage, the beholders, and well, a scene that's coming up are basically the only things I remember, and they stick in my mind like shards of glass that I can never remove.
I mean, as our listeners know, beholders should be often used as like boss monsters and weird alien creatures that want to enslave and destroy everything. They're basically like social evolutionary Darwinists of monsters, not guards.
not random ass guards.
That's classic Snail right there. We give him a
Classic
line,
Snails.
be careful, and then the first thing he does is walk into a door frame.
Again, he does not seem like a very good rogue, but you know.
He's using that D12 as best he can.
This makes no sense at all. This is completely. There's like no reason for that, but whatever. That's fine. Nothing else makes any sense.
You know, Damadir's got to take off his weird scarab armor after a hard day of using his earworms on people.
Feel bad for Marlon Wayans because it seems like the directors saw Black Knight with Martin Lawrence and he's like, I want that in my movie.
Ugh.
Just act like you're in Scary Movie and it's 1999.
I mean, Marlon Wayans seems like he's in a different movie.
Yes.
It's just awful. It's just so hard to watch.
Is this like the third room where there should be lots of cool magic items and loot, and yet all they do is like stuff their sacks with things that we never see again?
I wasn't paying attention. What's he supposed to be doing?
He's getting the supposed
He's
to get the
inspecting his
map.
hookah.
All right, he's stealing the scroll. Right.
At least that's practical.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh, this is interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, not that.
Again, they clearly could have done it. They just chose not to for some reason.
The quicksand rug needs a DC 25 spot check to find. A wizard like Marina can use a DC 15 spellcraft check to get it out. There's also a wand of hold person in this room.
Wait, really? That
is in Jeff Grubb's final module, Damodar's Refuge. The only thing we learn in that module is a little bit about Damodar, which he was trying to research how to get his earworms out on his own. Poor Damodar.
This is before WebMD, I take it.
It's a priceless piece of like Baroque furniture from the Czech Republic. Like, I just throw it in there.
That is what thieves do. I like this line.
And roll credits. It's based on a game, folks. You want to play.
But Matt, it's not a game.
So there's one copy of his armor hanging on the chair, and he's wearing another one. So
Yeah.
I guess this is his everyday armor, and the one with the cape is his formal armor.
What, are you saying that you don't... I mean, listen. Got
I
different
assumed it was
outfits.
magic armor.
This is like a Don Simpson situation. It's only black, outfits across the entire closet.
I mean, this is the first actual, like, sword fight,
Oh, that's true.
which is a little strange. There was a bunch of bar fights that couldn't really follow.
The dwarf,
earlier.
kind of had a sword fight. I like that they introduced this random big guy.
But we immediately know that he's the big guy.
Matt, is this another one of your injuries? Because
No.
I read in the trivia that Justin Whalen actually like hit his head during this scene. That the big guy like actually like smashed his head against the wall.
I didn't read that in any of my interviews with him, but that makes sense. This looks incredibly dangerous.
Ugh, he's still covered in that like Czech floor oatmeal. It's very gross.
I mean, I'm glad that
This is
they had
disgusting.
enough attention to continuity to make sure that he looked like he was.
Well,
in
he was up to his
quicksand.
neck, so they gave him a new
Yeah.
shirt.
I mean, you can't blame the script supervisor. She's clearly traumatized
Yeah, she's had a rough time.
by working on this.
She is just trying to keep Justin Whalen alive, and goddammit, she succeeded.
She managed to stop everybody from being too badly injured, which call that a win.
I'm pretty sure this whole scene is shot on a different film stock. Like, it looks like a spaghetti western kind of color palette or something.
I mean, everything from this point forward. Does he have another boot knife, or is that the same boot knife?
Never have too many boot knives.
Everything from this point forward feels like a different movie. Just like a radical tone shift. So it would be funny if they started filming it differently as well.
It looks like they're fighting on someone who just rototilled like a new garden, and they're getting ready to plant.
It's
Got some potting soil. Let's just spread a couple bags around. Jesus Christ, this movie does take a dark turn. Oh my God.
So we assume there's like hell and gods and stuff here, right?
Yeah.
But no clerics?
I don't think we've seen a cleric yet, no.
if it's D&D, there's a hell. There's many hells.
Earlier in the film, I forgot to mention it, but Snails does say God.
He does say God. He
Singular.
says, "Let's rob God,"
Yeah.
which is a good idea, but multiple gods. Well, I guess we don't know what Izmir, what their faith is.
So, plot question here. Does Damodar know that Snails is currently holding the map? Because it was in his room, and he catches Snails in the room.
I am extremely unclear. Who has the dragon's eye at the moment? I'm completely forgot.
There we go.
Because here's
Wait,
this.
that's the map.
What's the map?
He throws it 2 feet. And instead of going to pick it up, which is like his responsibility,
Yeah.
Okay.
he drops to his knees and
Snails
starts
just
mourning.
died to give you that map. Pick it up, man.
Yes, that's like 101.
It's just like such a like needlessly grim like tone shift and everything. I just
Oh God, he's definitely dead too.
Yeah. It was a really good no. I gotta get my magic sand.
Okay, this feels like the end of the movie, even though there's 43 minutes left.
God damn it. Fuck.
oh
Transporting. The magic words you need to say to create a portal. Man, it sure would have been useful if they're like fucking elf and dwarf were here. People are
but
actually
no, they had to
good
do
at
it
shit.
on their own, Matt, for some incomprehensible reason.
That's why you never split the party.
On a beautiful bed of grass, there lies Snails.
I mean, why? Who? The script is just
I like this spinning crane shot, though.
Yeah, this shot is also very...
makes me sick.
Yeah, yeah.
it's just so needlessly dramatic.
All right, back to episode 1, The Phantom Menace politics.
Oh, here's Jar Jar trying to pass his law.
Did you hear that guy cough in the background?
What's that thing on her head? The little
she's like an
dangly chandelier
anglerfish.
thing.
You know, she's one of those deep undersea empresses. She lures mages close by so she can eat them. So we have a revolutionary empress, right? She's
Don't you
obviously
know-
the empress is the one who wants to.
Don't you know how revolutions happen, Matt? The king or queen or emperor declares that people are free and equal, and that's how you get to be free.
What year did episode 1 come out? 98? 99?
99.
99.
Yes, this is very...
Oh, it is very Amidala.
Yeah. Including the quasi-English accent sometimes.
Yeah.
What class would the Empress be?
Unclear, but I'm guessing she would have to be a mage, according to Dave Arneson's lore. Dave Arneson is very like I added this to my world and I tried to make it work and write a module, but it's pretty clear that whoever made the film is like Courtney Solomon. Like, this is all his brainchild. Though I think he claims that he had to use someone else's script, but Dave Arneson says that, like, oh yeah, no, this was Courtney's idea for a world. As Empress...
My favorite part about this is how vague she is about the what actual equality means. Well, we'll talk about this at the end, but no one's very specific about what it means to be equal.
I just want to remind everyone that all of these extras, wizards in the galleries, can't understand anything that's happening.
These old,
None of them speak
old
English.
Czech guys.
Well, I mean, that's the system of empire. Sometimes you're going to get a child charge. I mean, that's the...
That's not. This is, look at Jeremy Irons' eyebrows. Ugh, amazing.
Maybe she's a cleric if she was praying.
She's a dragon caller. That's her. Calls dragons.
So the rods are
Jeremy Irons.
I mean, the rods are like kind of based on the orbs of dragonkind, which are a classic D&D item, but they made them look stupid, I guess.
Couldn't just use the orbs. So, like, at this point, it seems like they're just agreeing to have a war, and they, like, let her walk off. This is the strangest
Also,
thing.
walk off in crystal clear stripper heels. Like, I don't know if anyone else
I
knows
did
that.
not see that. Look at these terrible, like, staffs they all have.
Ah.
So
He's
apparently
having so much fun.
the special effects supervisor on this did actually work on Indiana Jones films.
Oh.
And also
God, that makes it fucking worse, man.
Labyrinth and
really?
Last Crusade, Temple of Doom, Labyrinth, Brazil.
The Na'vi are here, finally.
Man, what happened?
His last credit is the 2005 Doom movie.
Oh, but man, when they went into that first person
mode?
mode, holy shit, dude.
Holy shit.
So this actor is like some old Doctor Who guy. The Doctor. I don't know. I don't care about Doctor Who. I think Doctor Who sucks. Sorry, everyone.
Oh, is he a doctor? One of the doctors?
He's a doctor, and like, let's have an old flabby elf.
Well, yeah. Sure. I'm sure this was a big get for somebody on the show. They're like, yeah, we got the doctor. That's gonna bring the nerds in droves.
Back in 2000, when Doctor Who was even more obscure than it is now.
Tom Baker as Halvarth the Elf.
God, I can't watch any of these scenes without thinking of poor Kristen Wilson.
It looks
like,
really painful
tits,
from this
tits
angle.
getting bruised.
It looks really painful from this angle. The doctor is giving us a lesson on magic. Sorry, did that happen?
What,
did
a
we
dragon being born?
Yeah,
I don't-
a dream. Or
I don't think so.
So he's just telling us about a dream. They didn't actually. I wasn't paying attention.
So both elves and dwarves live in, like, halls carved out of trash in this universe.
So it just like. This
So
is
he's a Jedi,
whole,
too,
This is a whole
right?
separate movie. Like nothing that has happened up to this point has any relation to anything else. We're suddenly learning that if there's a war of dragons, the world will be destroyed. It's just.
Well, we've turned the dial from comedy to serious at exactly one point in the film.
I feel like the first 2/3 of the movie, while bad, was a passable adventure romp, and then it somehow inexplicably gets worse for the last 1/3. And if they had not done that, then it's so bad.
I mean, I'm sorry about Snails, Stewie. This is a slow part in the film, so why don't I list some more movies that were released in this movie's first week of release that beat it at the box office. Released immediately after this was What Women Want.
Ah, Nancy Myers.
Yeah. And Dude, Where's My Car?
Oh wow!
Finally, the Emperor's New Groove, Castaway, The Family Man, Miss Congeniality, and Bring It On.
Hey, those are all great movies.
I know, this was a good time for movies. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon was also out in theaters in the U.S.
Oh,
Jesus.
really leaned into that mage.
Yeah.
Somebody was like, Justin Whalen, can you act? Let's see some acting, Justin Whalen.
Justin Whalen starts crying in your face. What would you do?
I don't care. I just don't care.
This is I sort of wrote down my notes. 1 hour into this, Rob will break.
You know me too well, Matt. You know exactly when I run out of patience for this type of shit.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna search AOL keyword D&D to find out more about what's going on here.
Ugh.
Can we talk a little bit about the guy who made this film, Courtney Solomon? He has done like 30 movies since making this film, his first. I have heard of none of them. He had $15,000 in 1993 to buy the rights to the
Matt,
film.
It's worse than that. He bought the rights in 1990 for $15,000 when he was 19 years old.
But at the top of his Wikipedia page, it says he's an accomplished writer and director.
The interview you sent me, Matt, is for what is it? A Haunting in Connecticut or something like that. I saw that.
That's right.
It was fine.
He was a producer on Universal Soldier Regeneration, which is supposed to be a very good movie.
Wait, what was it?
Universal Soldier Regeneration.
Wait, are you joking with me? Was that supposed to be?
No, I'm not. I've heard very good things about it.
Really?
Yes.
Does that have Kurt Russell in it, or is it a whole like reboot of Universal Soldier?
No, it has Jean-Claude Van Damme and Dolph Lundgren, former MMA fighter Andrei Arlovsky.
Oh, that sounds great. I'm gonna have to watch this.
Here's since we're mourning but now consummating new love to move beyond Snail's death, let me read Dave Arneson's comment on Snail's death. One actor who was, quote, killed during the course of the movie lamented that he could not play the same character in a sequel. I assured him that being dead would pose no problem and then regaled him with dozens of ways that his character could, quote, come back. He thought this was very neat. Actually, his death scene was filmed 14 times from different angles while I watched, quote, nervously in the background.
Oh, sorry. It's 2012's Universal Soldier Day of Reckoning, which has been compared to the works of Michael Haneke and David Lynch.
Is that true?
Yes.
I'm going to have to watch this. I loved the first Universal Soldier is a classic of that 80s action movie era.
Yeah, that's the early 90s when you had like the big four of Stallone, Seagal, Schwarzenegger, Van Damme.
What is the point of watching two trash elves talk to each other in Elvish?
To give it the impression that there's more going on in this movie than actually is.
Marianne continues to glow up here. She's got a sweet choker on.
She finally changed her shirt. Good for her. I was concerned with how dirty and that must have been. Oh, she got some elf clothes.
The DM is pulling some bullshit now. Okay, only one of you can come. It's a wall force. You couldn't have said wall of force, the actual name of the spell.
Oh God, I forgot that there was more after Snails died. I thought that I just have like blanked this part of the movie out of my mind. I watched it yesterday.
Here's another for the slow parts quote from Dave Arneson. Conversation on the set inevitably turned to D&D, at least while I was around.
I kept bringing it up.
Exactly. Dave, I mean, I heard he's a sweetheart. He's dead now, but you know.
What was Dave Arneson's
Dave
role?
invented D&D, and it was basically you know,
on the movie. Was he like creative? Or was he like a...
Wizards sent him there to basically write blog posts about the film. He had no input as far as I can tell. And then to write some tie-in products and things like that.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, what was the kind of cross-promotional aspect of this? Like, were there other things that came out?
Wizards has always failed miserably at any sort of like marketing or like cross promotion scheme. Somehow this is the thing. Sorry, Matt, you're gonna tell me.
That's
some
a great
other shit.
shot.
Oh, I do like that shot.
Oh, it's interesting. Yeah, I feel bad now downplaying the cinematographer because I've been half watching this and just like reading up on the cinematographer instead. And he actually has a very interesting career, so I should give him more credit than I initially gave him credit for.
I mean,
just
there
want
are
to go
some
on
decent
record
shots
for that.
They're just also some garbage shots. I don't know.
Tell us more about his career.
Well, actually the focus pulling seems to be a crucial part of it, which makes sense if he was working with Kubrick, because Kubrick played around with a lot of different kinds of lens choices, and he did a lot of very interesting and difficult focus pulls on Barry Lyndon, which we just rewatched recently. So I think now I'm more interested in going back and researching his career as a focus puller before he became the director of photography for Full Metal Jacket and then a number of other things. But it is curious because he does kind of take this turn towards television in the 90s. But I don't know if that's because he's doing more than just camera operating and he wants to kind of, I don't know. So, I mean, now I just want to go read interviews with him. But I don't know if in your research you found any interviews with him about this movie in particular.
I have never heard anyone who worked on the production side of things give interviews, or at least because I looked at the official Wizard stuff and they just focused on the actors and the CGI folks.
Has anyone been paying attention? I forgot why he's
He's
here.
in the apparently in the module part of this. If you touch any of the treasure other than the rod of whatever it's called, you are immediately turned to stone because the GM is an asshole.
Is it because he's wearing gloves that this isn't happening?
I'm guessing so.
It's because he didn't actually take it.
Speaking of marketing, okay, and this is a quote from Courtney Solomon, who I don't really trust. So, take this with a grain of salt about marketing this movie. TSR was the company at the time that I bought the rights from, and the woman that owned it was like a trust fund baby, and she got this company for like, I believe, a couple $100,000 from Gary Gygax because he spent on a coke binge or something, as the story goes. I mean, that's mostly correct, I guess. I can't validate if that would be true or not, but that's how the story goes. Courtney Solomon in interviews talks like Donald Trump. So she picked it up, and I went in to her, and I came up with this whole thing when we did the script, for example, and she was like, quote, "I want to make toys." I'm like, "Lady, your audience doesn't want to buy toys. That's not who the D&D audience is. You got to make a different film." She didn't care.
So so they did not make toys.
Yeah, I don't think there were any toy tie-ins for this.
Does he still own the rights?
There was a dispute about that. I know when maybe Sam knows more about this, when they were trying to produce the new one about...
Because it's the new one, it's on his Wikipedia page, implying that he has something to do with it.
Oh my God. Fuck.
Really? Courtney Solomon's still involved?
Yeah, it says, his first paragraph says, Dungeons & Dragons film became his first producing and directing project, grossing over $75 million globally. A new theatrical version is currently in the works at Paramount Pictures for 2021.
This movie made a profit?
No. Where are you getting that? I got from Box Office Mojo that this film only made $33 million US and worldwide together, which would be...
he's clearly writing his own Wikipedia page.
I'm just curious where he got that 75 figure from. That's the budget plus what it made.
This has some overtones of that Fantastic Four saga where they have to keep making movies every so often or they'll lose it, which is the reason why they make really bad Fantastic Four movies every 10 years. So it could be that, somebody got a hold of this and said, we just need to make something so that we can...
Well, that's what they did. That's what they did with the Wheel of Time TV show. They shot an awful pilot and never released it so that they could retain the rights. But this, it seems like he really did try to make a movie, or he was like, I don't know, committed to making a movie. I can't believe he still has the rights to it, though. That seems dumb
So
as
it
shit.
says, the link from his Wikipedia page goes to a Deadline article.
Holy shit. Sorry. There's
like
like
dragons.
it's like dragons flying through
this doesn't make
fantasy
any-
New York.
This doesn't make any fucking sense. So the Empress is like, well, fine, we're gonna have a war, and the mages are like, fine, and they just like go away and let her summon her dragons. That's just like, what the fuck? Anyway, sorry, you were gonna.
Yeah, go ahead.
Anyways, I can't find any information.
Just some Czech guys getting blown through stained glass windows. Well, Lord Profian, it's actually a scorpion. No. God damn it, they're winding him. Give him a second. Yeah, Dragon's getting fucked up.
When did Dragonheart come out? Another
It's like 95.
Damn. Fucking. Oh my god. Sorry.
Dragonheart had also had like better CGI than this.
Yep. Also, so far, the most terrifying beast in the entire franchise has been killed by an arrow and a falling door. I'm not necessarily frightened of these guys, but
I know the dragons are not particularly terrifying.
Yeah, the power of dragons seems inconsequential to like the power of an entire ruling class of immortal wizards. Like,
I feel like they didn't really spend a lot on this wand.
Yeah, the wand looks.
It looks
really
like it's like maybe a level 50 green that drops in the
It's a
world.
really cheap piece of shit. It's very plastic looking.
no one rated for this.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, you vendor that immediately.
He's holding a mug in his other hand. He was holding a lantern just a second ago.
I think it's like a lantern book. If you look at it from before, it looks like if you pull the lid open.
No, but in that shot, it looked like a mug.
It's an accordion lantern.
No, I know what it looks like when it's supposed to be a lantern.
Everyone shake. Just shake slightly.
I feel like
Quiver.
the sexy librarian has looked different in every act in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it could be a different actress. I have no idea.
I would have, if I had not looked at Wikipedia, I would never have recognized her as that Bajoran from Star Trek Voyager. She has a very adaptable look.
Well, you put that little dangly ear thing on, and they're a completely different race.
No, Profian's the only one allowed to say finally in this film.
Oh, yeah. Ridley suddenly has a magic sword. Right. Oh, he got it from the elves. I remember
Yeah,
now.
the elves.
You can tell it's magic because it, like, flashes blue.
This guy just gonna slowly walk away.
Yeah, he's got what he needed.
You can see the abandoned quarry in the background that we're filming this in front of.
I like how he said kill them slowly, and then as he's seeing all of his henchmen get destroyed, he's just slowly, calmly walking away. Like,
Oh, so
mission
he does have
accomplished.
magic, right?
Well, according to Dave Arneson, he has portal dust in his possession.
Come the fuck on.
So non-magic users can't use magic, but they can use portal dust and magic maps.
Yeah. Makes sense, right?
Sure.
Ugh. This is so long.
Dave Dave Arneson was a extra in this scene, but got cut as one of the mages. Here's a quote from him. When the director gave directions to the extras, the instructions had to be translated into Czech. Sometimes the directions were only given in Czech, but Grant and I, another English, did pretty good following along, having read the actual shooting script. Once, however, the instructions were not translated, but we heard the English version. It was very comical when the two of us rushed out of the crowd and no one followed. Oops, cut. Dave, having nothing to do with this, probably cost them at least $50,000. To the roof of Sumner. All right, here's a quote from Jeremy Irons. Did you know that he has, about Jeremy Irons, did you know he has his own castle and is in the midst of restoring it? Boy, oh boy, talk about your fixer-upper. Sounds like a great place that is, quote, ghost-free, which is good. Maybe he'll invite me someday. Boy, that would be terrific. You're never getting invited to Jeremy Irons' castle, Dave Arneson.
Oh.
They just
That's a
summon
cool
dragons
castle.
with
Yeah.
a nuclear bomb?
Yeah, you know, where do you think red dragons come from?
Oh, whoa.
We're looking at Jeremy Irons' castle.
We're
now.
looking at his castle. He's got like a stone horse inside the castle, or is it a metal horse?
It's very Red Keep looking.
Where is it?
It's in Ireland.
Ah,
It's continuing the British colonization of
I was just gonna say.
the lands beyond the Pale.
I know this movie is almost over, but I'm like running out of steam.
Sorry.
But they both have lightning swords now.
Yeah, they're magical. They're flashing.
There is so much. Oh my god, some of the renders of the buildings in the background are just real low.
Not even 3D renders.
Yeah,
Oh my god, you're right.
it's just so bad.
So much shit.
It's just so shitty. Did they just like give up halfway? Did like when they're like, okay, we shot everything, give it to the, the effects team, and they were like, I don't know.
I still don't understand why Profian even needs the red dragons. I guess the gold dragons are like the Empress's trump card.
Well, they were losing to the gold dragons. He needed the red dragons.
Yeah, but I mean, wouldn't it be super easy to just, assassinate the fucking Empress?
Well, that's what I said. They just let her walk away. Why not imprison her or kill her or stop her from getting a hold of her gold scepter, which she was not holding in that, dramatic council scene?
Well, in a similar vein, I feel like world building like this sucks, where you're like, all right, here's our empire. The empire has one thing. It's that there are evil mages that are in charge.
Did Ridley level up? Is that how he's able to beat a 7th level fighter, or
I think so. I feel like Damodar has been weakened by the earworm thingy.
I suppose, yeah.
Wait, is Sumdal on an island? What the fuck?
Unclear. Like, why spend so much time on these shots if you're not going to?
Oh, that's terrible CGI.
Fucking love Jeremy Irons. It's like the only thing that makes this movie worth watching.
I mean, and the great thing is, any of you Dungeon Masters can do his voice for your villain. You know?
I do. I just can't get enough.
Vincent Nunez, you're just rambling now.
He has a really good line here coming up. I want everyone to catch it.
Shut the fuck up, Justin Whalen. Let Jeremy Irons murder you, please.
I do want to know why he doesn't just like have a dragon come eat him, but
Or, zap him with magic or anything. He's just having too much fun, you know?
Yeah. Here it
Just
is.
throw my
Here it
staff
is.
of power on the ground.
I am choosing to believe that Jeremy Irons ad-libbed that because I can't imagine that anybody put that in the script.
Elwood has done absolutely nothing this entire film.
He's the Worf of this party. He exists to get beat up, so you know that the bad guys are tough.
Jeremy Irons just blew her away with like magic breath.
Oh, did he steal the rod? I missed this the first time around. Is that like he's a thief?
That's his +5 to sleight of hand that overcome the wizard. There's just so many fucking dragons. Jesus Christ. This is Dragon 9/11 times 1,000.
Oh, why is this movie still going on?
Hang in there, Rob. Come on.
I know, we're almost to the end.
Is he going mad with power?
Yes, of course.
Do we know the rod had this curse? I guess so.
I think the old mage guy said that it I don't know, would kill you or drive you mad with power or something like that.
This is our 4th teary-eyed Justin Whalen of the film.
He's acting, Matt.
That's right, bitch. Thora Birch is back.
Oh, okay.
He cast summon
Big ass skeleton.
That could be Phantasmal Killer. That's a D&D spell. It would be really funny.
No one help her, you know.
It'd be really funny if the incantations were Czech, though I'm pretty sure it's just gibberish.
Jeremy Irons seems like he's classically trained and could like speak in Latvian or something. Or sorry, Latin.
Almost certainly.
Killed like the T-Rex. That dragon just do a Spider-Man jump off the ledge. So where do the dragons live when they're not being summoned by Thora Birch?
Another dimension, I think we're led to believe.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, you can see the green screen sheets just hanging off the edge of this set.
In Roger Ebert's review of the film, he has a whole paragraph where he talks about, like, what are the motivations of the dragons? Do they have motivations? Like, what do they do?
Good for Roger Ebert.
Yeah.
Asking the right questions.
He also began his film review with one of the greatest lines in film review history, in my opinion, which is, "The Dungeons & Dragons film looks like they threw out the game and photographed the box it came in."
It's extremely accurate.
You got E-burned.
Okay, so she just declares them equal. What does that mean? Without a material analysis, this doesn't mean anything,
All are equal in
Empress.
the grave, Rob. All are equal in the grave.
Yeah, why are we in a cemetery when this is happening?
That's a great jacket.
I just have to say,
Yeah.
This is an amazing outfit. This looks way better than anything he's worn so far.
God damn, he's so small. Sorry.
He is so small.
Snails, we gave you a rock.
He doesn't even get a real headstone.
I brought some chalk with me.
He saved the Empire, and they can't even like build him a mausoleum. They just give him a rock with his name scratched on it.
Snails, you made a difference.
At what point are we led to believe that snails gave a shit about making a difference? Like, why would that matter to snails at all?
Snails love these Cadbury cream eggs. Death. The big score.
The biggest score of all.
Just like to think Snails is up there right now, robbing God. That's a callback to an earlier conversation. That's script writing 101. Ridley the Savior, that'll be the day.
And it was the day, Matt.
It was. Oh, God damn it. Who in on set had to make the snails rock?
Some like art department PA.
Is Snails his like name in the credits, or is it like, does he have a name and Snails is the nickname?
Not in any of the modules.
I think it's just snails.
Just snails.
Just Snails.
Snails alive?
You just need some, 10,000 gold of diamond dust. It's not that big of a deal. So, I did read apparently there are two endings. One that just ends with like, oh, Snail sacrificed himself.
Now we've trapped him in this egg.
And then this ending where... If she's not supposed to be part of the party, why is she clearly here with the party? Like, she's obviously a member of the party.
She's part of the party, just not in the modules. So wait, are we supposed to think Ridley has magic powers now?
No.
Maybe he's a cleric. Maybe
Listen,
he's our cleric.
did you not listen to the old elf? He said that the world is full of magic and something, something, something bullshit. I don't remember. And now they're...
Resurrecting him through the power of friendship?
The ether to, I don't know, go be with snails? This doesn't make any fucking sense.
We're all dying to be with snails.
They're exploding into balls of light to go join
snails in D&D heaven.
in death in this like Prague cemetery. Courtney Solomon, thank you. The wisdom of Courtney Solomon gave us, produced by as well, this film. God damn it.
Okay, so question here.
Yeah.
It's 2000, and you've got, or it's 2020, I'll let you choose. And you've got Courtney Solomon has been fired from his directing position, and somebody else steps in to make this film. Basically the same script, but, a little bit better. Who do you take to make this a watchable movie?
Chris Columbus.
I had that on my list too.
I kidnap Peter Jackson from the set of Lord of the Rings and make him do it.
As long as you bring along Fran Walsh, who made it good.
That's true.
Owned by Wizards of the Coast, baby. This is like just the lowest point in D&D history, right? Wizards had just bought it.
This is
Third edition was just coming out. No one knew if it was going to be any good.
Just absolute rock bottom, like nadir of D&D history. The worst.
So the new Dungeons & Dragons movie, the latest people to be attached are the duo who directed Game Night, which was a lot of fun.
Oh,
Okay.
that was good.
Yeah,
Okay.
that could be great.
And who also, they wrote the script for one of the Spider-Man movies, the more recent ones.
Like one of the
Homecoming, yeah.
Marvel ones or one of the Andrew Garfield ones?
Homecoming.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Homecoming was good.
So I think in a better alternate timeline, we have Stephen Sommers, who goes on to direct The Mummy. I think in pretty much the same year, I think he takes this franchise over, and you have 2 sequels and 5 direct-to-DVD sequels after that of the D&D franchise. And instead, he goes on to do The Mummy and the Scorpion King, which are actually pretty fun to watch, in my opinion. And
I love The Mummy and I love The Scorpion King.
like that could have been our future, and instead, these 2 paths diverged in a dark wood.
Matt, have you seen any of the direct-to-video sequels?
I have not. I've been saving them.
Because it seems like they adhere much closer to the game portion of it. according to the Wikipedia page.
Okay, well, you know what? What do y'all say? Was this so horrible that we couldn't ever do it again, or do you want to one day in the future try Dungeons and
depends.
Dragons?
I want to watch this again.
2 dungeons,
It
2
depends
dragons.
100% on how long they are.
Rob
because-
can only watch.
It's
hour-long.
105 minutes.
Oh my God! Yes.
Yes, I'm in. I am in. I will devote 105 minutes to a sequel. Yeah, absolutely.
It was a direct-to-TV sci-fi original.
Oh, nice.
It had a budget of $12 million, which is, I feel, a lot for a sci-fi movie. This film also differs from its predecessor in that many details from the D&D game have been included. The professions of the 5 adventurers are accurately depicted, and they work together, each utilizing their individual strengths.
That's what the nerds want.
Yeah, it's fan service. References to classic D&D modules, such as the Ghost Tower of Inverness and the Expedition to the Barrier Peaks.
Yeah, I'm just trying to go back through now that we're on the credits here and see what all actual D&D properties were referenced, because there were orcs, but they didn't look. I mean, they look like first edition orcs. There was a beholder.
I guarantee you, it's just the beholder, unless we're counting dragons as a D&D property, which
elves, I guess,
is a gray area. It could have been. There's no reason why this had to be D&D. There's literally nothing D&D specific to this.
Well, this is like in a weird time for like licensed property movies, I feel like, right? Like this was before like Spider-Man and Lord of the Rings, right?
No, this is the long dark period of when there are no very few good sci-fi or comic book or fantasy movies. It's the late 90s, early aughts. It's before Lord of the Rings, it's before Spider-Man, it's before
the Batman films had ended.
Yeah, it's before we were rescued, sort of. I've come to regret the resurgence of nerd cinema, to be honest, in some ways. But yeah, this was a long. I mean, the only thing that came out was, I don't know, shit like Willow.
Call the Conqueror.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. God, the 90s were just like a shit time for sci-fi fantasy for whatever reason. I have nothing further to say about this movie. There's some things I would like to discuss, but maybe we can save it for another conversation. Any final thoughts, friends?
Well, yeah, I have some final thoughts for wrapping up. I'd love to get everyone's reactions, high points and low points from the film.
The
and
production plant responsible for Dragon Battle's city backgrounds and Damodar's tentacles.
Oh. They're like, let us be specific about
Yeah.
what we did. Oh, hey, there's some
Viewpoint
there's
digital
some Utah
3D modeling.
Utah behind
Also, they
the
did
scenes
do
here.
some matte painting in it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, there's from Canada.
Yes.
The Tree of Life was less bad looking than other things, so.
See, I would love to read the production history behind this. And
Me too.
Like
I tried to find something. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I think especially the sort of the Czech film crew, and I wonder what. I don't know if they got any money specifically to film
Special
it there.
thanks to Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer, yeah. Wait, what's with that?
Like, that's the most interesting part of this movie for me is its production history, and that's all I really care about at this point.
Honestly, that's the only thing that I want to know about is how did this get made and what was it like? These are the real questions.
Because there are some, like, talented names behind this that are not, like, the main people, obviously, and you just wonder, like, how did that pitch happen? How did they get on board? How embarrassed do they feel about this now?
This, I think, in retrospective, like, everyone feels a little embarrassed about this, except for maybe Courtney Solomon, who just blames everyone else.
Okay, so Marlon Wayans was also starring in Requiem for a Dream 2000 while this film was shooting. His scenes were shot in a few weeks.
Maybe that's why they killed him off. I don't know how much of a script there was. Dave mentions a shooting script, but that maybe is different than an actual script. I just want to leave us with my high points, which was Triclops. The guy with 3 eyes who was on screen for all of 30 seconds. He was weird and disturbing. And I think my only other high point is that all of the planned, like, WotC, it seems like at one point had really big plans to maybe make toys and like a box set and like standalone adventures and action figures that mix this movie and the game of Dungeons and Dragons. And it was so bad, all of that fell through. And I think that's a good thing.
My high point is almost 100% Jeremy Irons related. I enjoyed watching him chew the scenery from start to finish. He should have been in more of the movie. That's basically all the good things I have to say about the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
My other good comment is that if you play the Tai-Lung modules and you get to play as Elwood Gutworthy, the dwarf fighter, every time you get hit in combat, you have a chance to lose your hat and go insane. Which is just a wonderful mechanic that you should definitely never use with your players.
Yeah, I feel like if I had seen this film when it came out, it would not have like drawn me to Dungeons and Dragons at all.
Yeah, would you have ever joined my D&D campaign if you had seen this film?
No.
Yeah.
It's not a good advertisement for the game at all. It doesn't seem like they cared about that, which is bizarre.
I mean, I think at the end of the day, here's the thing is that like D&D doesn't need an advertisement from any specific film or movie because any film or movie that you have watched and you have enjoyed that has more than one like protagonist or even one protagonist is like your inspiration for playing a game of D&D.
Oh, here's a fun fact. It was the woman you were talking about, Lorraine Williams, who owned TSR.
Oh yeah, she's crazy. Or she's not crazy, but she has been labeled as crazy by basically the D&D fandom. So
it says James Cameron was interested in directing Dungeons and Dragons and was invited to a meeting with Lorraine Williams. According to Courtney Solomon, she folded her arms and asked him what his qualifications were. This was 2 years after he directed Terminator 2.
Yeah. This is I read this too.
Yeah.
It sounds like a lot of the blame can be laid at the feet of Lorraine Williams, but also everybody involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, people blame a lot of things about the 90s and D&D on Lorraine Williams, and she seems pretty incompetent. But like, we also have to remember that everyone else was really incompetent too. I mean, if James Cameron did this film,
can you imagine? I mean,
it would actually be. I think it would probably be pretty good.
I bet it would be good.
I mean, not good, but
it would be okay.
Entertaining.
Yeah, he could probably do a lot with that budget.
I can't believe that Pitch Black was filmed on half this budget.
There would be a wagon chase if James Cameron did this.
Yeah, there would be a
bigger
wagon chase.
And bigger wagons entering in, and just like flipping over.
Okay, so here's my 2020 pitch, or my 2021 pitch for a D&D movie. Kate McKinnon flies to England to visit her cousin, who's played by Simon Pegg, who's hosting a D&D night with his best friend Nick Frost and Nick Frost's girlfriend Mila Kunis, who brings along Third Wheels and Daya, who is crushed upon by both Kate and Simon Pegg.
Oh my god!
They quickly go into the game in which all of them are transported into D&D to play reluctantly a real, kind of like Knights of Badassdom or whatever that movie was.
Or Jumanji.
Yes, exactly. So it's the Jumanji treatment, directed by Edgar Wright with Simon Pegg and Nick Frost.
Well, I would absolutely watch an Edgar Wright directed D&D film that was jokey.
I would also say all three of the Three Flavors Cornetto trilogy was under $42 million, which is apparently this budget.
God damn it.
Like Encounters at the End of the World, or not Encounters at the End of the World. At
Into
World's
the World.
End, the last Cornetto movie was basically like it had elements of fantasy and sci-fi and was done in a quaint English town for a tiny budget. Only that can't be used to like bring us into a fantasy setting.
I mean, it also had a better party of adventurers in it too.
I think the Duffer Brothers obviously could have done this.
Which one are the Duffer Brothers?
Did Stranger Things?
Oh, the Stranger Things guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure if they want to do it,
that should have been the first. They should have been offered it first. It's like, well, you can take kids and bring them into an scary adult setting in which you've got character growth and action in a relatable way.
Katie, who would be your pick for a better D&D movie?
I mean, I feel like that's both of those options are compelling, and I would watch those. I mean, I would say Rian Johnson, or Joss Whedon, but I feel like that would never happen right now.
Yeah, Rian Johnson is probably never allowed to touch a nerd property again because of online people, I guess.
Yeah,
it's probably for the best. I mean, in terms of, I'd rather see him not do franchises.
Yeah, Knives Out was fucking, I mean, it was good. It wasn't amazing, but like, it's been like, oh man, I haven't seen a whodunit film in a long time. I really like it.
Yeah, if he just keeps making those movies, it's fine.
I actually haven't seen this yet, and I want to, but apparently they are making a sequel. It's great. So.
Nice.
I'll watch Daniel Craig do a Southern accent all day.
I mean, I guess that is an easy through line. Just keep having Daniel Craig solve mysteries, sort of.
I think Bong Joon-ho would be very interesting to direct something like this. He did Parasite and Snowpiercer.
Snowpiercer is basically Dungeon Train, the movie.
Yeah.
You got your underwater car, you got your fight car, you got your mystery car, your rave car. Yeah.
And he does the high and low so well, like the high society and then like the people who serve them kind of thing. And in a script like this, it would be.
Yeah, we never got a picture of this inequality that they were always talking about, or ever really felt it.
I wrote down about that line. It's like, now we're all equal. Let's party. It's like, it's going to be like a middle school dance where like both people are on opposite sides of the gym being like, we know we should be dancing, but I just can't bring myself to.
I never thought I'd see myself dancing with a mage. What about with a friend?
Again, I think this would be better as a TV show than as a film.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised they haven't tried to make a TV show instead. I guess there's been like a billion, like you said, Knights of Badassdom nerds who are like, oh man, our D&D session's so funny. We should make a TV show where it shows both, us in real life and then our D&D characters at the same time. Like there are like 20 of those.
No, I don't want
made
funny
for
Dungeons
YouTube.
Dragons. It has to be completely bought into.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like there's no comic relief. Like, I'm sorry, Marlon Wayans, but there's no reason.
Like Lord of the Rings, they leaned into that film. Like we're gonna take hobbits being sad completely straight faced, and it works.
I just think in terms of the format as well, like it's set up for that already, right? It's set up for like something happens and then that episode is over and then you come in the next week.
Totally episodic, yeah. I mean, a 10-part Netflix series, totally.
And you could have it anthology style with different directors.
Like True Detective or something.
Yeah.
Yes, True Detective Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, each one is a new mystery, right?
Oh God, let's just let Nick Pizzolatto have it.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Fuck.
Chaos option.
I mean, that would be chaos. It's like, all right, we open on a seedy town. Is it like New Orleans, Nick? Yes, it's like New Orleans.
Fantasy New Orleans.
I just close my eyes for a second and I still see hundreds of dragons flying in random directions with no point. They really leaned into, we've got to make sure there are dungeons and we got to make sure there are dragons.
3-room dungeon and dragons that get killed by doors and arrows.
Well, I guess if you think of games that have been made into movies, obviously this was not successful. But
No.
I'm trying to think of ones that were like
Mortal
Clue.
Kombat.
Clue.
Mortal Kombat. There was a Rob and I were talking about this earlier. There was an ill-fated '90s version of Vampire the Masquerade called Kindred the Embraced.
Yes, I remember that series
on Canadian production.
Was it? It was a show though.
Yeah, it was. Sorry, that was a TV show. Not a movie.
Yeah. No, I remember that. I think Adrian Pastar.
Yeah, it's not bad. I don't dislike it.
I didn't know it was
very cheesy.
Vampire Masquerade one.
Yeah, it's all vampire lore. It's all the Bruja and Treme clans. It's all the like vampire lore. Yeah, have there been any other adaptations of role-playing games? So they made I don't know if you guys have seen Things from the Flood, but they have a role-playing game of that is a lot of fun. Now it's a Netflix or Amazon show.
Wait, what? What one?
Things from the Flood? It's like I described it on an earlier podcast. It's like Wes Anderson made a Nordic Stranger Things.
Do you mean Tales from the Loop?
Did I say? Oh yeah, sorry, Tales from the Loop. Things from the Flood is the sequel. Sorry.
The first season of that show was shot in southern Manitoba in Winnipeg.
Oh, okay.
Which why it looks so
flat and snowy,
flat and barren. Yeah, I still have to watch it, but
it's very good.
I think we can all agree that the big tragedy here is that they were given so many good pieces. Like $35 million is a lot of money. D&D franchise is like full to the brim with interesting characters and storylines. And then you get Jeremy Irons, who I think this is post Die Hard 3. You know that he can do a villain that's compelling and interesting. Yet with all of this, you end up with Marlon Wayans hitting his head on the door for him.
It's just like, I guess it's like there's what's missing here. It's like Courtney Solomon had never made a movie before, or maybe even written a script before, and that's what's missing.
You can make a great movie on an iPhone, but you can't make a great movie without a script. That's, I think, what we found.
But you can get the lines of a dwarf talking about, you need a woman with meat on their bones. It's just like, God damn it. And yet, I think that's the most embarrassing part for me is when the dwarf, like, if someone saw this and like knew I like Dungeons and Dragons and they saw the dwarf air humping while like holding a chicken bone about like elf women are too skinny, I'd just be like, I know I've never played Dungeons and Dragons before. What are you talking about?
I think I was hoping it'd be worse because then I feel like there would be more to say about it. I just was like really boring and confusing and not interesting all around. So I don't know what there's to say about it.
I mean, there's that like Troll 2 where it's like so good it's bad, or so bad it's good. And then you get some that are just like taking itself seriously and it's bad because they tried so hard. And this is like a weird uncanny valley.
Yeah, it's just boring.
Yeah.
There's nothing interesting about it except to talk around it.
Yeah. I bet the second one is going to be what we're looking for, which is like,
the second one sounds interesting because it's all fan service.
Oh, you know that's going to be bad, right?
Yeah.
They're like, I'm going to cast Fireball. I need a pinch of sulfur and bat guano. Wink, wink. Just like in the spell description in the rule book.
Yeah.
God damn it. Oh, that'll be good.
How far away is that ranger? I'd say about 119 feet.
Oh, he's in short range then.
It says the spells cast by wizards are accurate renditions of the ones from the RPG, in that spells are not cast at will, but must first be memorized and are limited in numbers.
Let's get let's get some hearts going for some fancy and chat casting. Hell yeah. None of this magic sand bullshit.
So are we going to do number 2 or are we going to jump to 3 and come back to 2?
Oh, I think we should.
The commentary track is spoken by Lida, Krusk, and Jozen, who quip about the action on the screen. And apparently those are characters from the D&D rule set?
Yes. In 3rd edition, there's sort of the iconic dwarf and rogue that are like depicted in the art, and you're given a sample character sheet for, which is super weird.
And so they have an in-character commentary track on the DVD commenting on the action.
Oh my God.
I'm worried that we're not going to be able to watch this together because we won't be able to get copies of it.
I'm sure you can torrent it somewhere.
Has anybody like taken the time to rip it? Is it like good enough to steal? I gotta say, I was also super disappointed that they had that cool like box of illusions where you like push the button and something happens.
Yeah.
And they carry it around for like 2 or 3 scenes and they never use it.
Yeah, why not use that to scare some fucking guards away?
Yeah, that's like leitmotif or like just basic ass like show a loaded gun, it better go off.
Maybe they went over their CGI budget, or like we can only show it once. Or I honestly, that's fairly accurate. I give my players magic items all the time and they fucking forget about them. And they're like,
It's true if you've got like 9,
them.
but I think that like he's carrying around like a tiny dagger and nothing else. He's got to think like maybe I should use something I'm.
All right, does it sound like time to say goodbye?
Okay, everyone.
All right, well, that was lots of fun. Hopefully it was entertaining for all of you. Katie, Adam, Sam, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks so much for coming on and suffering through with us, friends. We appreciate your guest starring.
Thank you so much for having us. I would like to leave us with a quote from Andrew O'Hara, who writes, quote, "This fantasy crap, fake effects and all, betrays princes of dice, masters of graph, and wielders of bomb."
Thank you. All
We've
right,
been
everybody.
betrayed. I mean, this is my other favorite thing is fans feeling betrayed.
Yeah.
So.
Thanks for listening, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed our suffering. Hopefully you can follow along and listen as well. This has been Dungeon Master of None. Have a great week. Stay inside and keep rolling them dice.
This is not a